The next step after successfully brazing the joint is checking the joint. We need to carefully inspect the joint for any leakage before it is used for application. Recall that filler metals have flux in them. After we braze the base metals, the flux residues are left on the joint. Base metals also form oxide scales when they react with oxygen. We need to perform post-braze joint cleaning to remove residual flux and oxide scales. This step is crucial because we cannot inspect a joint that is covered with flux. Also, flux has a corrosive nature that can lead to joint failure. The next step after cleaning the joint is inspecting the joint. We need to examine the joint visually for any cracks and pinholes. Nitrogen leak test is carried out to check the pipe joints for leaks using the nitrogen gas. Before starting nitrogen leak detection test, the system must be isolated. For isolating the system, turn off the system and close all the valves connected to the piping. Leak checking is carried out using number of components such as nitrogen cylinder, regulator, system gauge set, and hoses. We need to fit the regulator to the nitrogen cylinder. Regulator is a knob that adjusts the pressure of the gas. Gauges are present on the regulator to verify the pressure of nitrogen that will be inserted into the piping. We also need to fit gauges to the system that we will test. They are called system gauges. For example, these gauges are connected to inlet of compressor and outlet of evaporator. If any leak is present in the system, that gauge pressure will drop down to indicate leakage. Fit the common manifold hose of the gauge set of the system to the nitrogen regulator. Through this, the nitrogen gas is inserted to the system. We need to test the system at the minimum allowable system pressure to avoid damage to components. Pressure limit for testing is specified by the manufacturer. The least pressure limit in HVAC system is evaporator pressure, and it is 450 pounds per square inch as per manufacturer recommendation.